Come to a comfortable cross-legged sit, rooting down through your sit bones. Let your shoulders lie down your back and reach your crown toe. So begin to arrive and maybe just bring your hands to your knees. Close your eyes here for a moment. Letting it go. If you have been going through a very tough day, you want to let the trifles of the day melt, let them disappear. If you're just starting your day, use this moment to anchor yourself for the day ahead. Trying to keep your spine straight. Exhale. Now, I want you to straighten your hands up, interlace your hands above your head, turn them to face up towards the ceiling, feeling that nice stretch. You are elongating the spine, feeling that nice stretch. And then maybe just so that you can release the hands and then bring them by the sides of the body. So try to keep a very straight chest, a very straight spine. You can feel your lower back is like straightened, and just stay here for a moment. And then slowly release, bringing your hands back to your knees. Now find tabletop, roll over your shins and come to your mat. Cat and cow stretches. Inhale, arch your back, look up, reaching your head high and tailbone high. Exhale, pull your belly in. So you want to scoop the tailbone in, lift your chest. Puff up. Now keep going, warming up the spine. Inhale, arch your back, look up. Bum is going up. You can shake it out a bit. Exhale, round your spine like an angry cat. Gaze towards your belly. Keep doing that several times on your own. Exhale. Nice. Let's do that maybe 2 more times. Inhale, warming up the spine nicely. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Walk the hands a little bit more. Tuck your toes under. Come into downward facing dog. You can bend your knees a bit like that. So I'm just going to switch sides so that I can come onto the rubbery part of my mat. So you can come onto downward facing dog like that. Melting the chest. You can bend your knees, feeling that nice stretch. You can maybe even do some of these movements. You come into plank, you bend the knees. You're trying to make these nice mobile primal movements with your body. Feeling that nice stretch. So it looks like this. So that. Maybe one more time. Ooh. And then slowly walk your feet to your hands. Come onto a forward fold. And then bring a soft bend to the knees and then start rolling your spine up. Slowly into Tadasana. Whew. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Bring your hands by the sides of your body. Bend your knees, come into chair pose. So chair pose, you're squeezing your knees tight. You're squeezing your feet together and then lift your chest up. Again, remember to tuck the tailbone so you're not sticking your bum out. You want to tuck your tailbone like this. Thank you so much, Cindy. Whew. And keep tucking your tailbone in a little bit more. Is that Classic? Thanks so much, Classic, for the emojis. I appreciate those member emojis. So keep sinking a little bit lower. And then bow forward. Oh, it will feel so good on the spine. Inhale, halfway lift. Look forward. Now, take your left leg back. Come into low lunge. Good. Lower the back knee down. Take those hands up by your ears. We call this crescent lunge. Bend your knees more, so you want to feel this nice stretch on the hips. So we're just warming up before we get into the balancing postures. And then we are going to throw the balancing postures in there. Nice. Keep reaching for something bigger than you. Stretching those hands up above your head. Ooh, feeling that nice stretch. And then tuck your back foot, lift the back knee off the ground. Here comes challenge. So you start feeling your quad start getting a burn. And then try to keep the upper body straight and then bend into that front knee more, feeling the stretch. Ooh. Take a breath here. Exhale. Sinking a little bit deeper into that knee. Empty it out. Lower the hands down to the mat. Open the chest. Inhale. Exhale. Step back into plank. Straight line with your body. Bend your elbows. Come into chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Open the chest. Downward facing dog. Push back. So come back to the top of the mat. Walk in your hands and then circle sweep your hands up towards the ceiling. And then exhale. Spill over your legs. Bow forward. Oof. Halfway lift. Open the chest. Feeling that nice stretch. Now step the right foot back. Coming into low lunge. And then from here, drop the back knee down. Bring those hands alongside the ears into a crescent lunge with your knee down. So this is a modified version of crescent before we get into the crazy one. So keep reaching the fingertips tall. And then you're bending into that knee more, feeling that nice stretch on the thighs. And then try to find your stability here, alignment. And then come into full crescent warrior, back knee lifts. So you're feeling that nice stretch. So the back leg is strong. This knee is bending more. You're taking the hands alongside the ears and then drop your shoulders away from the ear, the ears. You want to roll the shoulders down like that. And then keep bending the knee more, feeling that nice stretch. You can even bring a micro dance here. The more you dance lower, the deeper the stretch. You can do this. Bend that knee more. Take one breath. Exhale, lower the hands down to the mat. Open the chest. Inhale. Exhale. And then bow forward. So you step the right foot to meet the left. Bow forward. Then soft bend to the knees. Then slowly roll the spine nicely into Tadasana. Whew. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Let's do one more. Extended mountain pose. Exhale, bow forward. Whew. Inhale, halfway lift, have a light spine. Take that left foot back, coming into low lunge. And then from here, spin your back foot flat. And then take your hands up into warrior one. Maybe open into warrior two. Feeling that nice stretch. Into warrior two. Good. Keep gazing at your right middle finger or the left one if you started with the left side. Nice. Drawing some nice angles here, straight lines with your body. Keep bending that foot even more. I see you. Yes, you. Keep bending that knee more. You'll feel this nice stretch and then try to twist your body to face the front of the room. Now come into star pose. Taking the hands overhead, the feet are parallel to each other. And then take your toes out. Bring your hands on your knees. We are going to do both shoulder dips. So stay here, inhale. Exhale, dip your left shoulder down towards the ground. Look up towards the right shoulder. Feel that nice twist. We call these horse shoulder dips. Nice. Come back to center. Maybe do the other side. Very nice stretch. You'll feel it on the back. We're just trying to warm up the body before we start the balancing postures. Keep doing these deep shoulders for the horse shoulder dips. Very nice to stretch the shoulders. Ooh. Maybe one more time. Last one. Good. Slowly bring your feet parallel. Taking the hands up. Come back into low lunge. You are facing the front of the mat. Nice. I don't know who is here, if I can say hi to them. Exhale, bow forward. Whew. Now inhale, halfway lift, flat back, gazing forward. Now take the right foot back, coming into lowland, so opposite side. So spin your back foot flat on the ground, come into warrior one, and then open into warrior two. Be a warrior. So you want to bend the front knee more, relax the shoulders, feeling that nice stretch. So you're getting the strength of your legs to be able to like power through this posture. The shoulders are stretching, so you want to feel this nice stretch. Nice. Maybe give me some peaceful warrior there just to feel that side stretch. I mean, let the practice take you to that place. Good. Come back into warrior two. Come into high prayer. Nice. Now from here, you're going to do goddess pose. So you're going to take your feet outwards like that. So take your feet outwards like that. Nice. And then bring your hands to your heart center and then open your wings, goalpost arms. So try to so that you can keep your shoulders and elbows on the same line. We call this the goddess squat. So see how you can sink a little bit lower, feeling the stretch of the hips, and then try to lift your chest even more. Sink a little bit deeper. You will feel some very juicy stretch on the hips. The goddess is not a posture that you can joke with. It's a beautiful hip stretch. Woo. One more breath here. Exhale. Slowly come out, taking your hands back to start. And then low lunge. Back to where we were. Nice. Stay here. Exhale. And then bow forward. So the right foot steps to meet the left. Inhale. Halfway lift. Exhale, bow forward. Let your head just drop a bit. Now, circle sweep your hands up. Hands to your heart center. Tadasana. Whew. Now let's start our balancing postures. We are ready. So find a flat part of your mat and surface. Bring your hands to your hips. And then option one, see whether you can lift your leg that way with the knee bent. Option two, see whether you can straighten the leg forward. Nice. Just stay here, feeling this nice quad stretch here on the leg. One of my teachers used to say, Goga, it is your leg, you should be able to carry that leg when I was in India. And I kept on laughing the entire time because it was so funny. Whew. Bend the knee, then bring your hands to your heart center, and then cross that ankle on top of the right knee, and then so that you can bend that standing foot a little bit. So you're doing the gentleman's squat or the gentleman's chair. So you're doing like a figure 4 with your legs. Nice. So stay here because the next posture is going to be very interesting. So you bow a little bit more. Nice. Now listen. See whether you can slowly release this leg and kick it back with your hands still in prayer. And then open your wings. So the aeroplane posture. So fly. Nice. So feel that stretch. Fly. Fly to that place only you know. This is balancing. So you want to like put all your weight on your standing leg. Ooh. It may be a bit intense, but stay with the sensation. Focus your mind on one point that is not moving. For you, for me, you are the people I'm focusing on right now. Where your focus goes, your energy flows. And then maybe so that you can bring back the hands into prayer. And then slowly come back to where we were. Nice. And then come back to figure 4 once again. Bending that knee slightly. And then let the hands just drop slightly. Woo! Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come back to center. Remember, I'm still balancing on one leg. And then release. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. That is balance in a nutshell. Aditya, welcome, welcome Aditya. Nice to see you. Now from here, so I've released. We are going to see that we can find a bit of like softness into that posture. So, see whether you can step the left foot either on your ankle, either on your shin, or so that you can step it on your upper thigh. That's why I was wearing these shorts today, because I like my foot pressing the thigh, and then come into your standing posture. We call this tree pose. And so that you can take your hands up towards the sky and balance like a tree here for 5, 4, stay with this stretch, feeling that nice balance, 3, and in this posture, in case you're doing it at home or in the office, you want to look at a point that is not moving. If your eyes are all over the place, you'll find yourself dancing a lot. So just focus your eyes on like a point. It can be a dot, a painting on the wall, and then slowly release. Good job. So we are going to do all those things on the other side. So hands to your hips, shift your weight towards the left leg, and then slowly stretch your right leg. Yes, same action. So try to lift your leg a bit higher. Good. Try to keep the chest straight. You can do this. The leg will feel like it's burning. It is your leg. You should be able to carry it. Nice. And then slowly bend the knee. Cross it over the left knee. And then bring your hands to prayer and find a figure 4. A figure 4 stretch. So you want to bend your knee a little bit more, like you're doing chair pose. Just be able to like bend a little bit briefly. And then from here, see whether you can unwind the leg and fly. This side I'm not very balanced because my eyes are all over the place, so focus one point. So yeah, you may be dancing a bit, but once you find your stability, focus on that point that is not moving. Kick the leg higher, and then let the chest lift up a little bit higher. Fly, fly yogi, fly. What areas of your life do you need to take flight at this particular point? So you want to keep lifting that leg a little bit higher. Where the focus goes, the energy flows. Stay with it. Good. And then from here, come back. Yes. Release your hands down into the figure 4 stretch. You can feel all this weight on the left leg. And then slowly rise up. And then release. Whew. Very intense, very intense, very intense. Now, we are going to take tree pose on the other side. So you're going to step this foot here, here. I like putting it here for more challenge. Nice. And then bring your hands to your heart center. Woo. Again, where the focus goes, the energy flows. This is my favorite posture in yoga practice for balance. It is the easiest, but it can also be the most challenging, especially if your mind is wandering a lot. If you're so stressed and you're having a lot of things in your mind, you'll find yourself dancing a lot in this posture. But if you just focus on one thing, like now, I'm just looking at just a point on the wall that has a mark. Stay here for a moment. Take a deep breath in. And then release. Woo. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Yeah. Hey, OG, how are you doing? OG Brand. Now, from here, we are going to become a ballerina. So, you're standing like that. So, take your hands up like you're doing chair pose. And then I want you to lift your heels off the ground. Notice my heels lifting. And then so that you can sweep your hands into half chair and let your chest come down. So it's like you're flying. So you're balancing on the balls of your feet like a ballerina. Maybe come into chair pose again. Woo. Keep balancing on the balls of your feet, feeling that nice stretch. Maybe take it into half chair. Good. Fly. Balancing like a ballerina. Find that chair. Again, lift the heels even higher. And then release. Woo. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Hey, Title Pro, welcome, Title Pro. Nice. The next posture we're going to do is the same thing. So come into chair pose. But then now, so that you can bring your hands to your heart center. OG, I hope you are okay. I hope you're now safely back home from hospital. So keep lifting your chest. I hope you're doing better. OG, my dad. So keep lifting the chest even higher. Nice. Now from here, see whether you can take your hands like that and twist. Nice. So I'm twisting my chest like this into half. So chair with a revolve twist. And then see whether you can release your right hand down and then take the left leg up. That way. We call this half moon. So you want to like point the foot towards the left side. And then now, this is the challenge. See whether you can lift the right lower hand off the mat. So that you can do this. Yes, just float, 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 float. That is balancing as well. So keep lifting the chest a little bit higher so that you can balance. Now so that you can grab your ankle and then find dancer's pose. So if you have a wall next to you, make use of the wall. Find dancers. Nice. So you can use the wall and give your wall a high five so that you can kick higher. Ooh. So stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, come back into half moon where we were. Half moon. And maybe so that you can take soldier pose or maybe bound half moon. So find a twist here for a moment. Keep grabbing that ankle as you twist. This is intense. And then keep opening the chest so that you can lift the lower hand off the ground for a bit and then release. Woo! Shake it out, 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 shake it out. Yes. Release, 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 release. Nice. Come back to the top of the mat, relax here for a moment. So you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Balancing postures are very fun, but they can also be very challenging, okay? So extended mountain pose, rise up. Come into your nice chair pose, twist. So you're twisting like that. Nice, so keep twisting. So you're connecting this right tricep to the left thigh as you open. Open, open, keep opening the chest. You're trying to stack the shoulders on top of each other. And then here comes the challenge, the transition into half moon. So see whether you can do that. And then see whether you can lift there. So that's what you were doing earlier. And then take your left hand high like that. Right. So I just realized that I need to switch sides. So I'm just going to do the same. I'm going to just switch sides because I was doing I already did the other side facing the back. But ideally this is what we are doing. Good. So find your half moon and see whether you can lift the lower hand off the ground. There we go. Float for a moment. See there I'm shaking. That is a test of balance. Now see that you can grab the ankle and then slowly rise up into dancer's pose. So you can use the wall to give the wall a high five to support you, or you can just try and keep your hand up and then kick higher. The higher you kick, the stable you get. Dancer's pose is a very beautiful yoga posture. And then kick even higher, feeling that nice stretch. This is the amount of work you put in when you practice yoga daily. Woo. One more breath here. Exhale so that you can bring the left hand down. Take the right hand up once again. And then so that you can bind that half moon. Then twist, pointing that knee as high as possible. It's a good quad stretch as you find a twist. Opening your chest here for 5, 4, 3, keep twisting open, 2, and 1. Slowly find a release into the posture. Oh my goodness. Shake it out, 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 shake it out. Come to the top of your mat. Just bring your hands by the sides of your body. Exhale. Breathing in through the nose. And breathing out. One more breath. Exhale. The next posture we're going to do, we're almost done with the practice. The last one is going to be eagle pose, and we can use eagle to transition down to the floor. So from here, stretch your hands forward, cross your left hand under your right, cross your left leg over the right knee, and you can even lock it behind the right foot. And then sink a little bit lower. We call this eagle posture. Now so that you can come into sleeping eagle, elbows meet the knees, so it's like you're doing standing crunches. Come back into full eagle slowly. These are very concentrative posture. Elbows meet the knee, lower. Feeling that nice squeeze. Come up slowly. Sleeping eagle, let the eagle sleep. Elbows meet the knee. Come up slowly. Nice. Sleep the eagle and then unwind the leg and kick it back. Flying eagle pose. Flying eagle for 5. Hold. Point your toes down. 4, 3, 2. Now bend your standing foot slightly and then land the eagle. Nice. Beautiful poses, right? Beautiful poses. Now let's do the other one. Dorita, welcome Dorita. How are you doing, Dorita? Thanks so much for coming in. Now let's do the other side. So you stretch your hands forward. Now left hand goes under the right, and then from here you bend the knees and then cross the left on top of the right, something like that. Or you can, right goes under the left. Cross the right on top of the left. If you find that you cannot lock it, you can just step it on the floor, or it can just lift off the floor a bit, like that. All right, and then see whether you can do sleeping eagle. So you bring the elbows to meet the knee, and then let the eagle rise slowly. Sleeping eagle. Come up. Nice. Controlled and nice. Sleeping eagle. And come up. Nice. One more time. And then unwind the leg and then fly the eagle. So you can kick. There's a wall behind me, so let me just walk slightly. Let the eagle sleep here, fly for 5, 4, point the toes down on the upper leg, 3, 2, and then bend the standing foot and then let the eagle land. Shake it out, 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 shake it out. Good, so we are done with the standing postures. Now we are going to go to the floor so that we can do some sleeping on the floor stretches. So extended mountain pose. Hands up. Exhale, bow forward. Halfway lift, flat back. And then step back into downward facing dog. Nice. Sweep your left leg up towards the sky. Now from here, bend the knee and then spin your back foot flat. Let me so that I can do this facing there so that you guys can see what I'm doing. So left leg is up, bend the knee, open, the back foot twists, and then see whether you can come into wild thing. And then open the chest. So you're balancing here, on two legs, but it's also like a back bend, like that. So stay here for 5. Beautiful posture, by the way. 4, 3, they call it wild thing. 2, and 1. Come back to center. Whew. Back to center, back to center. So same action on the other side. So you kick the right leg up, bend the knee, spin the back foot, land that foot down, and then lift up. I can even wave at you guys from here. Wild thing pose. So keep lifting the chest as if you're going to do like a back flip or a back bend like that. For 5. Whew. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then I want you to slowly lower down, find your way into sitting. Nice. Stretch your legs like this. And then from here, I want you to hug your knees slightly towards your chest. We are going to do a very difficult balancing posture, and this may be our last challenge. Now from here, see whether you can do, give me your peace fingers like this, the peace fingers, and then so that you can grab your big toes like that. Right. Now from here, maybe try lifting one leg first. You already know where I'm going with this, right? One of my favorite postures in yoga. And then this one. Good. Now from here, I want you to see that you can do balancing bear. So balancing bear is very interesting. So you have to see whether you can lean towards the back, and then so that you can stretch your legs like that. And then open the chest. The fear of this posture is dropping and flying back. So stay here, keep stretching your legs out wide in balancing bear pose. Open the chest and look up towards the sky. For 5, feeling the stretch. 4, 3, keep straightening the legs. 2, I'm going to fall, I'm falling. Engage your core here so that you don't drop. And then bend your knees. That was fun. We have to do it again. So again from here, you grab the big toes and then lean towards the back a bit. You can try one leg first, or maybe try the other leg. And then when you're ready, and then stretch. There we go. Take the legs out wide, engage the core so that you don't fall. For 5, 4, 3, feeling the hamstrings here, strong. 2, maybe I want to drop here a bit. That was fun. Come back into sitting. Now from here, you're going to lie on your back, stretching those legs forward nicely. Open your hands out like a T, hug both knees towards your chest. So you want to squeeze your knees tightly towards your chest. And then as you open your hands out like a T, drop the knees towards the left side, look towards the right. We call this supine twist. And then try to keep both shoulders down on the ground. And then you want to feel this nice release on your lower back when you're in this posture as you find your twist. Sigh out. Exhale through the mouth. Then slowly come back to center, hugging both knees in once again. Drop the knees towards the right, gaze towards the left. So you want to find this nice twisting going on there for 5, 4, keep twisting. 3, 2, and 1. Come back to center. Squeeze yourself tight. Give yourself a hug. And then stretch your legs forward. Bringing the hands by the sides of your body. Let your feet fall towards the sides. Take one last deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And just take Shavasana, deep rest. So just lie here, do nothing for 2 minutes. And just let your body come back to itself after this amazing balancing postures that we just explored. This is usually the final posture in yoga, so you want to take advantage as much as possible. And you can stay here for as long as you can. And make sure you're not doing anything. You just want the body to rest. You come back to your normal breath. And let your breath take you to that place only you can find. And take rest, completely rest. And then when you're ready, gently start to get out of the posture. Wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, swing your head from side to side. Bring your feet to touch, and then stretch your hands above your head. Give yourself a nice morning stretch. And then draw both knees towards your chest, and then drop and lie on one side. Then find your way back into sitting. Bring your hands to your heart center. Take one last deep breath in. And as we exhale, we bow down and say Namaste.